Section 10. Buddha's Teaching, the Eightfold Path. Having explored the concept of the mind can attune to 3,000 worlds, and having touched upon the Noble Eightfold Path, I would like to conclude this chapter by explaining the significance of the Eightfold Path in the context of modern life. Human beings in this physical world are spiritually blindfolded. We search for a way to survive based solely on information from our five senses, and we often remain unaware of the world that exists beyond them. Although this may seem paradoxical, our five senses help us awaken to that world, because by carefully observing the world around us, we can find evidence that the spirit world exists. We can only find the purpose and meaning of our life on earth when we discover what lies beyond our five senses. Instead of simply lamenting the fact that we are blind to the truths of life, we must strive to sharpen our five senses and discover the truths. Through this effort, you will discover the essence of the Eightfold Path, the wisdom that shows us the right path and guides us to human perfection. That said, there is no single answer to the questions of how you should live your life. Life presents you with a series of questions that depend on the circumstances you are in, the experience and knowledge you have gained, and the habits you have acquired. Therefore, no one can address these questions but you. If you stray from the correct path, it is your responsibility to find your way back. No one can do that for you either. This is why each and every one of us must uncompromisingly seek what is right within the framework of our own life. What then is the standard for this righteousness? What defines righteousness? It is my mission as a true religious leader to answer this question in this lifetime. To know what is right is to know the will of Buddha. His will establishes what is good and what is evil. His will determines what is true and what is false. His will rules what is beautiful and what is ugly. To know his will is to conduct a scientific inquiry into his life, into the nature of Buddha's light. It is to make the utmost effort to understand him. I have written numerous books to help deepen your understanding of the nature of this vast energy that is the will of Buddha. It is my sincere wish that by understanding my teachings, you will grasp the true meaning of righteousness and use this wisdom as a guide to practice the Eightfold Path. My teachings are Buddha's truths, and as such, they will deeply touch your soul and tears of repentance will well up. I invite you to use my teachings as guidelines for living a life of truth, and to ask yourself the following questions when you reflect on the day's thoughts and deeds. 1. Right view. Did you look at things the way they are, rightly, based on right faith? Did you observe others rightly? Did you treat others with a compassionate heart, in the way that Buddha would treat them? Did you humbly accept his perspective of the world and of life? 2. Right thought. Did you think rightly? Is your aspiration for enlightenment appropriate? Did you harbor any negative thoughts in your mind, such as greed, anger, and discontent? Did you think badly of others or bear malice toward them? Did you become arrogant or doubt Buddha's truths? Did you have any thoughts that went against Buddha's truths? Did you make right judgments? 3. Right speech. Did you speak rightly? Did you use truthful words? Did you say anything that bothers your conscience? Did you hurt others by using abusive words? Did you lie about the level of your enlightenment or otherwise use false speech? Did you mislead others by using flattery or cause others distress by speaking in a way that created distrust between them? 4. Right action. Did you act rightly? Did you violate any of the precepts for seekers? Did your hands, your legs, or any other part of your physical body commit any crimes, such as murder, assault, and theft? Did you get involved in any sexually immoral acts, such as extramarital affairs, sexual abuse, prostitution, or an obsession with pornography? Did you respect the lives of all living creatures? Did you make generous and sincere offerings to Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha? 5. Right livelihood. Did you live rightly, keeping your actions, speech, and thoughts in harmony? Did you become obsessed with alcohol, tobacco, gambling, or drugs? Did you have any complaints about your life, or did you know how to be content? Did you give thanks for all things? Did you make full use of the 24 hours that were given to you? 6. Right effort. Did you study the teachings of the truths in the right way? Did your aspiration for enlightenment remain strong? Did you refrain from doing evil? How many seeds of goodness did you plant? Did you make a constant effort to improve yourself? 7. Right mindfulness. Were you able to calm your mind to make a right plan to improve your soul and use your life for the creation of heaven on earth? Are your prayers for self-realization in accordance with the will of Buddha, and do they help raise the level of your enlightenment and further refine your character? Do you have a deep understanding of Buddha's truths? Do you remember the teachings of the truths correctly? 8. Right concentration. Did you regularly take time for right meditation? Did you engage in introspection about the sins you've committed in the past? At the end of the day, did you look back over your day thoroughly? Did you feel gratitude toward your guardian spirit and guiding spirits? Were you able to attain peace of mind through the practice of meditation? The Eightfold Path outlined above has its origins in the distant past, but has not lost any of its value today. It teaches us the right way to live. The daily effort of correcting your way of life will make you an extraordinary person and will elevate you toward Buddha.